Good day, everyone. This is Alafia Bami Oladipupo. I'll be presenting on what is Wikivoyage and how you can contribute to Wikivoyage. I'll first start by describing Wikivoyage as a free travel guide for the world. It is an easy-to-use web-based travel encyclopedia licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike. Wikivoyage is one of Wikipedia's largest sister projects. The free Wikivoyage travel guide is a definitive guide to the world's most exciting destination. It is written by an international community of contributing travel professionals and enthusiasts. You can get travel tips for destinations worldwide, discover insider tips that you won't find in guidebooks, and get involved with other travelers and fans through articles, photos, and more, all written and edited by a worldwide community of avid travelers like you. Wikivoyage is a web-based multilingual travel guide for destinations, especially cities and towns, with articles written from a traveler's perspective. It aims to cover destinations and travel topics from around the world in several languages. The name Wikivoyage is a portmanteau of the words wiki and voyage, which means journey in French. Wikivoyage started when Ivan Podromou created the site in 2003. It was inspired by Wikipedia's success in generating a crowdsourced encyclopedia in many languages. The project received its initial funding for software development from the members of the Open Content Alliance, an organization promoting open content projects, led by Charles Kiwiket. Additionally, Wikipedia's co-founder, Jimmy Wales, provided guidance to Ivan during the project's early development. With this help, the Wikimedia software was able to support multiple language versions, something unique in collaborative web publishing as at that time. The first Wikivoyage message was sent by Matej Kulik on July 10, 2005, 11:58 GMT. The first Wikivoyage article was created almost 2 months later on September 20, 2005 with the article London. Wikivoyage was formerly Wikitravel. Wikitravel was most active from 2003 through 2012, when most of its editing community left and brought their contributions to the non-profit Wikivoyage guide. The German and Italian part of Wikitravel pulled out to form Wikivoyage in 2005 and 2007 respectively. The English Wikivoyage started in 2013. The next slide is talking about contributing to Wikivoyage and why you should contribute to it. Contributing to Wikivoyage is an excellent way to learn about how Wiki works. You take your first steps in working with other people towards a shared goal. There is no need to be an expert in writing, editing, or travel knowledge by any means. Familiarity with commonly used computer programs is good enough for most people to work, and it enables you to contribute to any article with little or no technical knowledge. Wikivoyage is constantly growing, but it is always in need of more help. If you use Wikivoyage, or you are considering becoming a Wikivoyager, or you are interested in contributing to open source travel projects, then why not join us? Help drive the project forward by contributing to this online encyclopedia. Filling up some of those empty pages on Wikivoyage is a great place to start, and you will help us attract more editors. If you don't know where to contribute, we are always happy to help inspire your first edit. The next slide is talking about Wikitravel and Wikivoyage. Wikitravel was owned by internet brands. It shows advertisements, while Wikivoyage is owned by the Wikimedia Foundation and it shows no advertisement. The next slide is talking about the difference between Wikivoyage and Wikipedia. Wikipedia requires citation, could be on any encyclopedic topic, It is not restricted to travel, and it does not have a page banner. While Wikivoyage does not require citation, the opinion of the writer is trusted. It contains only travel topics. I get this question a lot from existing Wikipedians that want to cross over to contributing to Wikivoyage. They are always bothered why Wikivoyage does not require citation, and I tell them this: the essence of writing from a traveler's opinion is what Wikivoyage is all about. We want you to communicate to another person coming to a new city how they can effectively engage the new city. So writing with citation amples that. Writing with citation prevents you from effectively communicating that. I hope that is clear as we move to the next slide that talks about the types of articles on Wikivoyage. We have articles about destinations, itineraries, travel topics, and phrasebooks. The articles about destinations include articles about continents, sections of the continent, the countries, regions within the country, city, towns, national parks, districts within a large city. Continents, when I mean continents, I'm referring to the 6 or 7 continents in the world. The sections on the continent, Africa, for example, West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, etc. Countries within the section of the continent, regions within the country, the cities, the towns, the national park, and the districts. The cities are under the regions within the country. The towns are under the regions within the country. All these items listed on the page you are seeing are in a hierarchical form, which means that the article on continent leads you to the article on sections of the continent, which later leads you to the articles on countries, etc. There is a special video on that, and we hope to watch it. Moving forward, the articles on itineraries. There are multiple articles that can be written on itineraries on Wikivoyage, and this is the part where Africa is lagging behind. An example of itinerary is treks, and an example of an article is the Everest Base Camp trek. If you can click on the link, on the attached link for further information about that. You can write about road trips. An example is the King's Road in Finland. You have to pay attention to the peculiarities and the interesting things that happen in the road when you are deciding to write this type of article. Another article is luxury trains or train trips. The Lagos to Ibadan train trip is an example you can pay attention to. If you are familiar with Nigeria, you will notice it is a newly constructed train trip, and you can click on the icon which directs you to the article. Another type of itinerary you can write about is the popular tourist circuit, which is the Tourist Drive 30. I'm sure we are all familiar that the definition of itinerary is just a travel route or a travel path. So these articles must be written with the mind that you are guiding someone to travel. Moving forward to the next slide, we will be talking about types of travel topics. You can write multiple travel topics, and you can list articles either about a specific topic that is too large or detailed to go in a specific travel guide destination page. Travel tips that are too general, that they may apply to many destinations and don't need to be in each specific travel guide, is a type of travel topic. An example is the visa and entry procedure, which the traveling around the EU article justify. You can choose to write an article about festival. An example is a music festival article. The UNESCO World Heritage List is also a travel topic, and you can even contribute to the list of UNESCO World Heritage List in your area by adding the respective longitude and latitude to the article. Once you click on the icon, it takes you to the article directly. You can write travel topics on concerns and safety, which an example is traveling with children, working and volunteering. We move on to the next slide, which explains phrasebooks. Phrasebooks are introduction to different languages with travel-related phrases. Let's now imagine a traveler arriving a city where English or the language, their primary language, is not being spoken. Wikivoyage has provided a platform or a means how the traveler can engage the populace in the new city or country is visiting. An example is the Yoruba Facebook, the Fulfulde Facebook, the Hausa Facebook. A lot of African languages lack Facebooks on Wikivoyage, and you can choose to contribute to Wikivoyage by creating those Facebooks. Also, I'd like to inform us that the existing Facebooks on Wikivoyage are also improperly written. An example is the Yoruba Facebook. If you click on the link on this slide, you'll realize that the sound mark attached to the speaking sound mark attached to the Yoruba language is missing, and the traveler can mispronounce the words if those sound marks are missing, if he or she fails to read those sound marks properly. But I believe that with this information, new persons can create authentic Facebooks that can guide new travelers coming to our various cities. We move forward to the next slide that is talking about the Wikivoyage banner. Each Wikivoyage article starts with a banner, and a banner is just a high quality panoramic photo. There is no specific criterion for selecting an image to use in a banner, but the major thing is it should be relevant to the destination or topic of the travel. For destination articles, the image should be an accurate depiction of the location described. It will be improper for you to indicate Banjul by using a picture of Lagos. I believe we all understand that. We move forward to the next slide where we talk about the Travelers Pub. The Travelers Pub is where a new contributor to Wikivoyage can go and ask questions on any topic. Someone is always there to guide you, and I'm sure you'll be engaged with civility. The Wikimedia friendly space policy applies to Wikivoyage as well, so don't let us forget to respect one another when we are engaging them. Moving forward to the next slide where I just talk about manual of style. There are guiding principles on contributing to Wikivoyage. Please ensure you read them properly to have a better understanding. An example is the 7 to 9 listing manual of style, which, for instance, if you are writing an article and you have to list contents about other places in the article. For instance, the article about Nigeria, there is a section that talks about major cities. So you are not to list more than 9 articles in the listing. Other pages you should pay attention to are the welcome pages, the policies, and don't tout, which the don't tout page is just telling you why you should or you should not improperly use Wikivoyage. So let's move to the next slide. I think this is the part where I thank you for your time and I remind you to plunge forward. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. I do hope you shall contribute to Wikivoyage. Thank you so much. Please, you can get these slides on Wikimedia Commons. Just type in the search box, Explore Nigeria Wikivoyage slides. You will see it pop up. Thank you so much. Bye.